Not really.
You
I
don't
think
want to
like
see
maybe
me?
like once maybe I drove by there when I was like out running errands, but I was like, ah, he's busy. He's
Yeah,
busy.
I am actually very busy. I'm still very fortunate to have my job, but I'm very busy. So,
So let's get the formalities out of the way. What's in that cup?
black coffee and sugar.
Black coffee and sugar. All right.
Yeah, it's Starbucks blend. I think Jillian ground up espresso beans, so I think it's actually espresso coffee.
Oh, nice. So you grind your own beans.
Yeah.
And you got a coffee machine.
Yep. So, but yeah, we ran out of cream, so we haven't run to the store yet. You know, I don't want to. We don't feel like putting our hazmat suit on today. So
How often you guys go to the grocery store?
we average like once a week,
Yeah.
but usually she goes on our lunch break, so I stay back. I don't know. I kind of feel like mathematically possible, it's like you're better off like just having one person go than two. If you have if you have two people go, you double your chances of picking up the disease or whatever. So
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I go grocery shopping for all of us, and I've been trying to go once a week. I made it I think I went like 9 days recently without having to go.
yeah, it's about every 7 for us. So usually like Thursday, Fridays when she goes.
This time I spent like $125 on a couple bags. It wasn't that bad. The time before was $400.
Yeah.
I mean, I am buying luxury items like bottled water though, so
You don't have wells over there where you guys are at?
We're the last house on the street that has that's tapped into the city line.
Yeah.
Or the town line. It's cool. Like I have a filter, so we do both. So yeah, water. We go through a lot of water though. We're lots of water here in this house.
Yeah, I drink a ton of water. When I was back in the office, it was like way easier to just pound water all day, just have my bottle and just get up from my desk and go to the bubbler. But now it's just like I have to like remember to like, oh, time to go drink some water.
Well, so you're working from home, right?
Yeah, I've been working from home since like March 8th. I was one of the first few because Jillian and I went to London the first week of March. And then when we came back, my leadership was like, hey, Colin, can you just stay home for this week just to see if you get any, any symptoms? And I was like, yeah, sure, no worries. And by the end of that week, everyone was home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But you're still running full facility, right? So you just tell us a little bit. You're a supply planner, right? Yeah.
So currently I'm at Ocean Spray Cranberries. Live and work in the same town, Lakeville. So I'm a senior supply planner. I plan beverage for the West Coast of the country. And yeah, I have to say that anybody that sells a product in a grocery store or supermarket, your company must be going nuts right now just because that's really all there is to do. Go food shopping, and stay home. So yeah, we're extremely busy. Great for the business, a little tough to keep up some days. It's, the business model before all this was very level, and now, nobody knows what's going to happen, how long it's going to be like this, and it's tough to, gauge exactly what people want right now because I don't even think the consumers really know what they want. So,
well, they want toilet paper.
Well, funny story about TP. So I got a consultant that I work with for like deployment.
Yeah.
And he talks to, all different types of industries, all grocery and all that kind of stuff. So what he was telling me is there's 2 reasons. One reason is panic buy and hoarding. So that's obvious. The other one is a majority of toilet paper suppliers are set up for 40% residential and 60% commercial.
I heard this before. Yeah. So keep going.
So they need to change their production lines to minimize their commercial production and increase the residential production. So like, whenever we go to like a sandwich shop to pick up sandwiches on a weekend or something, I always see like the individually packed rolls of the commercial toilet paper that they're selling for $1 that they probably buy for like $0.25. So that's why you're seeing that. And that's why it's, basically the TP manufacturers need to catch up. And
Well, I heard some of them have to like retool, and they don't want to retool.
yeah, that's a possibility because I think a lot of companies, they don't want to invest capital into changing their lines because we could go back to normal, whenever.
We could go back to normal.
I don't.
So you're in a band. You're playing. You're musician still.
Yeah,
Still.
yeah, still playing. Yeah. We had so the band I'm playing with right now is called Deja Blue. We're a 5-piece. Female singer Jerry. She's she's a crooner and she can blast. She can belt. Ted's our sax player. He's extremely versatile. He can play. He goes from soprano to tenor to bari. And he also has this little like iwi thing. It's called electronic woodwind or something like that. And it's like just all MIDI and he can just patch in. So, he can sound pretty much whatever he wants to sound like, whatever he has the patch for. Johnny is our guitarist, does a lot of backups and sings really well. Jerry, he's very versatile as well, great at rhythm and great at solos. And then our drummer Steve, John and Steve are brothers. So Steve, I would say he's really tasteful. He knows what he needs to do. But then when we play like classic rock, he like just wails and overplays and prides himself on that. So, so we had a bunch of gigs lined up this summer, and clearly, I mean, it's probably not going to happen. So we had a gig next Friday. So,
well, are you guys doing some virtual practicing?
Yeah, we've been working on that. We haven't gotten to the virtual practice yet, but we're just we're throwing out tunes and stuff to work on, and so we're staying engaged with each other. And hey, I want to do this song. Hey, let's learn that song. So,
I can't believe you didn't use Zoom before today.
Jillian sets it up on her computer.
Oh, so you do Zoom calls for work?
No, I use Teams at work. So my company, there was a letter from an email came out from leadership said, don't download Zoom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the computer. Don't use Zoom on our computers. So.
Oh, wow. What, just like security problems?
Yeah. Well, they didn't really say if there is a problem. They just didn't really want people using it. So.
That's weird. I wonder why. Ocean Spray's got some secrets.
Don't we all?
It's actually, we use a Google app for the kids, for Solon to log into school. The school system doesn't want us using Zoom either.
Yeah. Don't you mean Tornado?
We do once a week. We go like circle time, show and tell.
No, it's a nickname. Tornado.
Oh yeah, so he's downstairs.
Because he comes over to my house and he's a tornado.
Yeah, he's down. He usually makes an appearance. I don't know what he's doing right now. Maybe he's eating cereal or something. I don't know what he's doing. Saturday. It's okay. I can hear the baby making noise. So yeah, you're living in your house.
Getting a ton of yard work done. I'm like way ahead of my yard work.
Yeah, ours is looking pretty good. You're using your blower though. You're blowing all your leaves into the woods.
Yeah.
So, are they going to blow back out? Like,
they do sometimes, but like I just push them all the way back in, and
Sorry, what's that, wife? I said I need a couple of lights that rakes them all. Yes, Sarah's the leaf raker. I am not the leaf raker. I did some raking, but I do some other stuff out there.
Raking's hard work, man. If you do it for like half hour to an hour, you'll like feel it in like.
Yeah. I get blisters from raking. I did a little bit of raking. We had a lot of acorns. You got a lot of acorns in your yard?
Yeah, I do, but I blow those back into the woods, and those pain in the ass squirrels eat them. So
we had thousands of them. Like I'm like no joking, thousands of them. They're like embedded themselves, and they're like they're growing already. So you have to like literally pull them out every day. You got to pull out acorns.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like. Quarantine, I feel like we're all starting to lose our minds. Like I find myself just like sitting in the 3-season room and just watching the birds and the squirrels all day. It's just like
that's what they used to do. That's what people used to do.
I know, right? It's like we're going back to before TV existed and stuff.
Well, like Nana and Pop-Up, they had that little bench outside their house. right? A little
Yeah.
park bench, and Pop Pop would sit
And
in
all,
that park bench. Pop
yeah.
Pop would sit in that park bench. He'd sit in the park bench for like, hours and just hang out and feed the squirrels and spy on the neighbors.
Yeah, I remember that bench. I remember the boat and all the cats that used to live under it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but he used to dude, he used to hang out. That was his TV out there. Watching the street, watching all the, crazy people doing crazy shit.
Well, back when we were kids, I think you still only had like 10 channels.
Yeah, they definitely didn't have cable TV when we were kids.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, watching the squirrels. Actually, so I live in the woods over here, and there's definitely lots of wildlife to watch. And Beckett likes to watch the chickens run around in the yard. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of deer. We get a lot of turkeys.
You get rabbits. I get a giant rabbit in my yard right now, and I saw a bunch of rabbit poop. You ever know what rabbit poop looks like?
Little pellets.
It's a little pile of pellets.
Yeah.
And there's also deer poop is similar. This is a little bit bigger.
Yeah. I have we got deer that come through and they just ravaged one of my bushes, so I gotta rip it down soon.
You gotta put a little fence up. I mean, I guess we had to help fence your whole yard is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we just have the fence blocking the driveway, and then we had that little dog area. So
are you gonna grow a garden?
We talked about it. See, the problem with our yard is we're totally surrounded by woods. So like, there's not just one spot that gets sunlight all day because the sun just like moves along with the woods. So
I feel like your front yard, you might be able to do something in the front yard now.
That does get the most sun, yeah. But
well, I get an extra potato bag like to grow some. You want them?
Yeah, I'll talk to the wife and see.
It's just a bag of potato. It's like a little bag and it has dirt in it, and the potatoes grow in it.
Yeah, we don't really have green thumbs, so
I might just drop it off in your front yard. You might just have a potato sack growing.
When you drive by my house, and you'll tell me.
Yeah. I'm gonna plant some onions. Last year, I was growing around planting shit in people's yards. Most of it died.
Yeah, so
maybe I'll do the same this year. I might stop by your house and plant some seeds, and not tell anybody. Like, why is this growing over here?
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I miss the boys. I mean, it'd be cool if we could do some social distance visiting, but I don't really want to take any risks, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to go to mom and dad's tomorrow, and they'll play in the backyard there, so they can watch them. They'll stay on the deck, and the kids will run around the backyard.
Yeah,
we did that. We did like a week and a half ago. I mean, they got to run around outside. It's outside. They're not touching them. They're not next to them. They get to see them. Kids get to run around. We get to go for a ride in the car. Kind of works out for everybody.
Yeah.
We could stop by your house on the way back, but the babies actually run around in the yard. They'll run around the grass.
Yeah, well, you just turned 15 months.
Yeah, the other day, 15 months old, walking, talking, climbing, yelling, "Daddy."
When's the next one? You gonna have a third?
No. What do you want me to be, a stay-at-home dad until I'm 65? Jesus, I'm already too old for this crap. I don't know. You never know. Never know until you find out, though. Never know until you find out.
No, they're cool. They're a lot of fun. I do miss them. So I got a kick out of Solon a couple weeks ago when you shaved your beard and you left your soul patch. You were doing a video and you asked him, be like, "Hey, do you like, Daddy shaved? Do you like it?" And he's like, "You missed the spot." That was pretty good.
One year he's like, "You're not Daddy. You're not Daddy." I'm like, "All right, see ya." No. See ya. I don't know. You know what? Hang on. So let me look at my little list of things that we were supposed to talk about here on my telephone. I do have a printed out list, but you know how it is. First day of the job here.
We can talk about hiking.
Oh yeah. Let's talk. Yeah, you like hiking, right? Have you been going?
Yeah,
hiking?
Everything's closed. It sucks.
Oh, everything's closed, huh?
Yeah, I'm a part of the Appalachian Mountain Club, and they're based. I'm part of the New Hampshire group, and they've shut everything down. Parking lots, trails. They're just basically like, we don't want to have to come get you if we have to go save you.
Well, if you want to come to my house, we can hike into the state forest in my backyard.
Oh, cool. That's is that Miles Standish?
Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
way. You just gotta look. You gotta use the GPS overhead so you don't end up in somebody's backyard. But
Yeah.
you can't do it. I've been meaning to do it. There's actually, if you
Okay.
walk down to the end of my street, there's some paths to go off, and this really goes around the pond. It's like I've
Yeah.
only done a little bit, but I would like to
I've been
do
there
more of that.
before. I went there a few years ago, like maybe like 10 years ago or so. But also Acadia National Park in Maine, that's closed too.
Oh, it's gonna be closed probably all summer.
I know. In my head, it's like if it's not open by 4th of July, it's not going to open this year. So
I'm really, really upset that we're not going to be going to Storyland probably this year.
you wanted to go on all the rides and go on all the little fake houses?
Yeah. If that's my only vacation I look forward to every freaking year, is I want to go to Storyland and go see the old lady in the shoe.
Dylan and I, we had a good amount of travel planned. We were going to go to Vegas for our anniversary, spend a few days in Nantucket in July, Bar Harbor in September. And I mean,
hey, at least you save some money,
Oh yeah. I mean,
it sucks,
we're at the point. It's like, when things like reopen and people start going out, do we want to be part of the first few people that go do that stuff?
Fuck no.
Do I want to go to, Federal Hill, spend $200 on a meal and eat off paper plates?
No.
Not really.
Sorry, I know that I'm part of the restaurant business, but no.
Well, I'm technically part of the restaurant business too, because Ocean Spray does sell to specifically to food service.
And you're a musician, and so you're an entertainer in the restaurants, right? Or
yes.
Pubs. So,
yes.
And it's funny because I still have never seen your band play because I'm usually at working when you're playing, and now I'm not working and you're not playing.
Ironic. Well, kind of one of the things that the band we were struggling with over the past year is that like there's less and less places to play out.
Well, now there's going to be even less and less places to play out.
Well, so what I'm hoping is that when we get a vaccine and we can go back to normal, hopefully, places will open back up, new places will open, and there'll be a new thirst for live music. Because I feel like in the past, like 10 years, and it's because of stuff like YouTube and, The Voice and American Idol, people don't want to really go see live music as much anymore. Like the older generations do, because that's what they always did. But people like my age and younger, granted, a lot of folks have kids, but a lot of people don't really go out and see like local live music. So
yeah, I don't know.
I hope this will create a thirst for people to want to go back out again once we can.
I hope so. I feel like we go to probably like one show a month, maybe one show every 2 months, depending on what's happening.
What were your last 3 shows you went to?
Ugh. Sarah, what are the last 3 shows you went to? Yeah. I have to ask. Oh, it was Local Natives is probably one of the last 3, right? Yeah. I think that was Local Natives. Man. I don't know, man. And I thought, we're supposed to see DJ Shadow in May 12th. Actually, that was yesterday. Yep, postponed. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm terrible.
So my last 3, in October, Jillian and I saw Trombone Shorty.
Yes.
We've seen him about a half dozen times. He is awesome. His band is so good. He's so much fun.
Well, I can't imagine like that ever getting back to the days where like everybody is squished up to the front of the stage sweating on each other.
Well, so that's the thing. So in October, we saw Trombone Shorty. In November, I saw Tool at TD Bank North Garden. And basically, think about it. I had 8 people all around me. And if I just swung my arms, I would have hit all 8 of them.
Yeah.
And then the last concert we saw in February was Kamasi, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we were looking forward to going to Newport Jazz Festival in August, and that got canceled. So,
yeah, everything canceled. Everything's canceled. Parades canceled. Fireworks canceled. We have to have our own fireworks. Sounds fun and dangerous.
Well, aren't fireworks legal here now? Just like not crazy.
I don't know. I don't know. I
I
think we still
forgot.
have to go to New Hampshire and get them.
You can go to Rhode Island. You can get small ones in Rhode Island. I still light them off in my backyard.
Yeah, I'm not really. I like my fingers, so I don't really do that shit.
I have my buddy Mike light them.
He sounds like a dangerous guy anyway, so he's probably down for that.
Yeah, oh yeah. We actually for Christmas this past year, we went to Jillian's aunt and uncle, and they live in Westport. And Mike brought some huge boxes, and they loved it. So
oh, nice.
so Mike's already bugging the crap out of us to get some big ones to go blow up at their place. So
so you like beer?
love beer.
You love beer. I don't really like beer, but it gives me an asthma attack. So what are you doing for beer? You just buying beer at the local stores? You going to any local breweries? You going to buy some growlers somewhere?
I got a store on 18 in Lakeville called Tamarack.
Yep.
Basically, I walk in, I tell the dude, give me a local IPA, and he just hands it to me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I hate IPAs. But
yeah, usually all local stuff. But I will say though that you've inspired Jillian, and she's been quite the drink maker lately.
Oh, nice.
And she misses your drinks, by the way.
Tell I said thanks, but
and so she's been making me pineapple daiquiris.
Oh yeah, with plantation pineapple rum.
Yeah. So we've been banging out a bunch of puzzles.
Yep.
So my rule is, I get a piece, I take a sip.
So daiquiris and puzzles. That's a good one.
Yeah. And well, when it was cold, we're burning a ton of wood in the wood stove. But
oh, nice. So then daiquiris and burning stuff in the wood stove. Pardon me?
What's that?
Pardon me?
What'd you say?
I said, daiquiris and wood stove.
Yeah. So we burned a ton of wood in March and April, but luckily enough, it's getting warm now. So burning outside instead.
Do you have a lot of wood left over?
For my indoor wood, I've got a little bit left. Not enough to get me through next year, so I got to buy another cord. The guy that I buy it off of, I call him August 1st, and brings a ton of wood. And so
I got wood I got to get rid of. Anybody want wood? I have a shitload of wood, but it's a mixture of pine and oak.
But you can't burn pine inside.
No, I don't burn any wood inside. I'm not a wood burner. I just have a giant pile of wood because we cut down a bunch of trees.
Yeah.
So anybody want some wood? Come to my driveway, get some wood.
Yeah, I've got an indoor pile and an outdoor pile. So all the pine I burn outside. So
the softwood.
Yeah, well, when you burn pine, you get creosote in your flue, and that'll build up and cause a fire. And
that's not good.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna get another cord because I don't know, man. I think we're gonna be doing this quarantine stuff for quite a while.
Yeah, well, I think they're getting ready to reopen shit, but Los Angeles County just extended their quarantine or their stay-at-home orders for the next 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? Open up to just close back down a month later?
Yes, that's what's going to happen. That's what I foresee happening. But
yeah, me too. I don't feel safe.
Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, you're already seeing places surge. It's happening in Germany.
Yeah,
they're expecting the rural parts of the country who haven't actually had much of a spike yet. There's percentages to go up like skyrocket. So who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't feel like I'll be behind the bar making a drink for a year.
I know, it sucks.
So
I immediately thought of your restaurant because your capacity is what 45 something people.
42. So actually Massachusetts is making it, so it would be. Sorry, it's apparently children are throwing toys down there.
Party time.
Party time.
Excellent.
With Almeida. So they're going down to 25% capacity, which includes your
staff.
Employees, your staff, right? So would actually allow us to serve 9 guests at a time. How do you do that? You don't. We're gonna be doing to go. We're gonna be ramping up to go. Everybody's coming back, getting ready to
Well, that's
need to
good.
go stuff. So yeah, so that'll be good. Like we're bringing back a bunch of the staff. Some of us are going back full time, some of us going back part time. Like there's no real full time option for me because my job has been eliminated. So I'm computer guy still, and we have some cool surprises coming up. So I'm just trying to keep them under wraps and develop them until we're ready to launch them, which is probably like
Well,
next couple of weeks. I'll tell you about it off air.
now that I know that you guys are going to be doing pickup, we'll take a ride out there and get lunch someday.
Yeah. You should definitely come for pickup. It's we're doing this CSA thing too, so like you can come pick up a box of stuff, and then we give you directions on how to cook it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we have a couple other things up our sleeve too. So we're just trying to, Nina's been going nuts trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna do because we got to figure something out because there's no one's coming to save us. No one's coming to save us.
We all have to be our own salvation now, don't we? So,
but desperate times, desperate measures. We got some cool, like I said a bazillion times, we have some cool stuff that we're gonna be doing. So hey, have you played that PlayStation 4 yet?
No.
Jesus, man, get your shit together.
I know. I've had it for a month. See, my thing is like with video games, like the Final Fantasy VII remake. I know I'll be like an alcoholic. Like,
oh yeah, you're not gonna stop playing it.
I won't get shit done. I will not do. I'm worried I'll start slacking on my job to go play video games. I'll stop, working out. I'll stop, doing yard work. The wife won't have a husband for 3 months.
Oh, Sarah already has 500 power moons.
Very good. She never struck me as a gamer.
Well, she plays video games and then she rakes leaves. And rakes. No, I'm joking. I said you play video games and rake leaves.
But yeah, I mean, it's I have been waiting for this remake, the Final Fantasy VII remake, for like at least like 5 years. They started teasing it like in like 2014 at one of those game conventions. But I am in the middle of playing Final Fantasy VI on my phone.
That sounds painful.
It's wicked fun.
Yeah, it sounds like pain. I'm like, sounds painful, man. No, it's not. It's fun.
Yeah, but the other thing is I actually have a really good practice regimen now with bass. So
cool.
It's been I don't know, like since I'm here, it's been a lot easier to play, and so
just practicing.
Yeah.
What the hell do you practice?
What's that?
What the hell do you practice?
Whatever I'm really feeling in a certain day. I mean, I do like blast some music and play some covers.
Cool.
So, me, I'm really in a Rush, so jam along with some Rush. I've been trying to learn some Primus songs, but they hurt my hand because it takes a lot of hand strength and dexterity and stamina.
That flea video I shared was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Right? Flea's technique. He combined like a whole bunch of techniques and
Flea is easily in my top 10. That dude is so good.
All right, well then name your top 10 bass players.
Okay, top 10 bass players. All right, so I have to go Geddy. I mean, as a kid, that's Les Claypool. I'm trying to go in order too. So Geddy 1, Les Claypool 2. And 3, I gotta say Victor Wooten, jazz guy.
Yep.
He is just a beast. John Mayung, Dream Theater, more progressive rock. Number 5. Who am I gonna go with? Number 5. We'll go with Flea. That dude is just he just knows how to write bass lines. He's just so good, and he's so funky, and he's such a great showman live. I mean, really, everybody should want to be him. 6, gotta go Jocko. I mean, Jocko, he's the king. Without Jocko, nobody would be doing anything that they're doing now. Whew, okay, 7. Who else do I really love? This should be easy for me. Why is it so hard?
I can't name seven. I probably couldn't name 10 guitar players. I listen to music my whole life. Did you see my new bass? Do you see my new bass?
Oh no.
I mean, it's not the best thing, but I intonated it myself.
Nice. Squire.
Yeah, it was inexpensive. It's awesome. Like, have you heard? You probably. I've been recording a bunch of random stuff, but
Yeah, you played me some stuff that you did with Feta.
oh yeah. I've been starting with drums a lot and then putting bass down. Like bass is pretty much my first instrument after drums at this point.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of random stuff, but I feel like that thing sounds awesome. I intonated it myself. I watched a video, broke out the Allen keys. It's pretty sweet for the little bit of money I paid for it. You know.
I just restrung my bass, and I always forget. Like, you know, I try to do it every 3 months, but I always forget when you restring your bass, and it just sounds so awesome.
Oh yeah, I haven't restrung that one. I bought that with the strings on it. I'll probably leave it at the music shop and have them restring it because I don't want to deal with that crap.
Yeah, I go usually whenever I need like a tune up. I try to go every 6 months for the tune up. I take it to TJ's in Fall River.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, so they do a great job there. So.
All right. Well, we're getting close there. It's 9:30. I know you got to go to work, right? So I'm going to ask you your final question here.
Okay.
You're like, oh, the computer break? I'm like, oh, I had like 2 questions, but your final question, what is the funniest thing you remember from our childhood?
Oh, funniest thing. Okay, this is probably embarrassing. I don't remember it, but I remember being told it. So we always used to, when we were kids, we would get out of the pool and go pee behind the pool.
Yeah. I tried to get someone to pee behind the pool the other day.
It's a rite of passage.
Yes, yeah.
So I don't remember this happening to me, but I just remember being told. So, you know, one time I went behind the pool to pee, and I didn't, you know, pull my bathing suit down far enough, and my little pee at the time was facing up, and I peed on my face.
Oh, nice. Peed on your own face.
What do you have? What do you think is the funniest thing?
Oh, Jesus, I didn't even know. That's I don't have an answer for that question. Oh, there's this time. This is not really that funny, but there was this time that we got in a mud fight in the backyard. You must have been like 3 or 4 years old. Remember this?
Yeah, a little bit.
And I got dropped off at the home for bad children. Dad left me in the parking lot and gave me a $20 bill and said, and said, here's $20. Good luck, kid. Sarah says that's not funny, but maybe I shouldn't have told that story, but whatever, who cares?
I'll have a mud fight. I'll throw the boys in the mud. Clean up.
I mean, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. I was probably crying like real tears back then, but at least I think that story is funny to tell, but maybe it wasn't funny when it happened.
Well,
oh my god! Oh, well, actually, there was one story too. It's but you weren't around, and it was when we were in high school. I think you were on a trip. You were in Las Vegas, I believe. Do you remember you went to Las Vegas with Mom and Dad? Well, I had a party at the house, and I wasn't supposed to have a party. And Jay Trenholm and Nicole were swimming in the pool, and Grandma came over. And I believe I think they were swimming naked in the pool. I don't know if Jay, you're gonna have to confirm that for me, but they had to like hide under the water and just have their mouths out breathing, so Grandma wouldn't see them when she went in the backyard. So I'm like, yeah, no one's here, Grandma.
Didn't they hide? Wasn't everybody hiding in the basement, and she found them?
Oh, there's people hiding in the basement. Yeah, I don't remember that part, but yeah, like I said, I don't remember a lot of stuff, but. Yeah, but I think I failed getting caught hiding in the basement.
I remember there was a few times we'd come back from vacation and you didn't go, and the house would smell a little funny.
No, we never did that in the house. Never did it in the house. It probably just smelled like my armpits.
I remember one time you were telling me that like you had like people like dancing on like the dining room table. I hope mom's not listening.
No, she doesn't watch the show. I don't remember that. So if I don't remember, it didn't happen. Anyways, all right, dude. Well, hey, thanks for coming on the show. It was fun.
Thanks, brother.
Fun to see you. You look great. The lighting looks great. I appreciate that. And
I showered and shaved.
yeah, you shaved. I shaved the other day. This shit's going back way too fast. Yeah, I wore the shirt once or twice already. I think I don't know. Anyways, all right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to Coffee Time. Colin, don't go anywhere. Stay there. We got to keep you on until we're done here.
Bye, everybody.
But thank you for watching today. Thank you for listening. If you're just listening, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're on. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun time. We got a surprise guest. Maybe I'll tell you about it later on the internets. And now I believe you with the comedy genius of Josh Bell. Right now, here he is, Josh Bell.
Hello, my friend. Hello. Are you Deep Throat? Of course. Here's the information you requested. Information? I feel like there's been some kind of misunderstanding. You wanted information on the break-in? I gave it to you. That's, not exactly what I was looking for. Who's that? That's my partner. Furious Handjob. Seriously?
Coffee time with Almeida. Every weekday at 9. Won't you join me for a really fun time?